Understanding Culture, Society, and Politics. Anthropology, Sociology, and Political Science. Their nature, goals, and perspective. Its nature. Anthropology started partially an endeavor by individuals from logical social orders to unbiasedly record and grasp this variety. It was late 19th century that anthropology turned into a different scholastic discipline in American and Western Europe colleges. Anthropology in North America. It was characterized as a discipline containing four fields that emphasize on separated yet interrelated subjects. And these subjects are archaeology, biological anthropology, or actual human sciences, linguistic anthropology, and cultural anthropology, or social human studies. Goals. First is to comprehend the fossil record of early people and their precursors, a person or thing that comes before the another of same kind, just as the archaeological record of later ancient social orders. Second, to understand how we adapt to different environmental conditions and how they vary as a species. Third, to comprehend the conduct of monkeys and gorillas in their regular settings. Fourth, to find out about both the natural and social parts of humankind all throughout the planet and all through time. And last, to apply anthropological information to help forestall or take care of issues of living people groups including destitution, substance addiction, and HIV or AIDS. Perspective. Holism. Anthropologists are interested in the whole of humanity and how various aspects of life interact. By using a holistic approach, anthropologists ask how different aspects of human life influence one another. Cultural relativism and ethnocentrism. Anthropologists do not judge other cultures based on their values, nor do they view other ways of doing things as inferior. Instead, anthropologists seek to understand people's belief within the system they have for explaining things. Comparison. Anthropologists of all the subfields use comparison to learn what humans have in common, how we differ, and how we change. Anthropologists ask questions like, how do chimpanzees differ from humans? How do different languages adapt to new technologies? Cultural anthropology. The ideas, morals, practices, and systems within or between cultures. We might compare roles of men and women in different societies or contrast how different religious groups conflict within a given society. Fieldwork. The process of immersing oneself in as many aspects of the daily cultural lives of people as possible in order to study their behaviors and interactions. Sociology. Its nature. Arose early in the 19th century in response to rapid social change such as rapid industrialization in a large anonymous workforce. There was widespread urbanization due to industrialization which happens all throughout Europe. Auguste Comte, a French social scholar, is generally known as the father of sociology. First coined the term sociology to describe a new way of thinking about social societies as a social scientific discipline. Goals. To understand how membership in one's social group affects individual being. Understand how cultures and institutions interact with different societies. To understand the meaning and consequences of modernity, postmodernity, and new globalization. Understand the causes and consequences of social change in terms of general causes and effects, as well as unique historical circumstances. Understand the causes and consequences of population composition and pressures and how population affects the environment and development of societies. And lastly, to provide information that reflects upon different policy initiatives. Perspective. Human behavior is shaped by the groups to which people belong and by social interaction that takes place within those groups. The sociological perspective invites us to look at our familiar surroundings in a fresh way. Political science. Its nature. It is a social science concerned with the theory and practice of politics and the description and analysis of political systems and political behavior. In this way, an investigation of the state in the past, present and future of the political organization, political cycles, and political functions of political establishments and political theories. Goals is the concern with the process of growth, industrialization, and change, and the impact on government forms and policies. Is to describe how various political systems function and to find more effective political systems. And is to measure the success of governance and specific policies by examining many factors including stability, justice, and material wealth. And lastly, its perspective. Comparative politics. It is the comparative study of other countries, citizens, different political units, either in whole or in part, and analyzes the similarities and differences those political units. International relations. It attempts to explain the interactions of states in the global interstate system. It also attempts to explain the interactions of others whose behavior originates within a country is targeted towards members of other countries. Political theory. It helps us to understand the concepts that shape our politics, including freedom, equality, individuality, democracy, and justice. And that's all for the nature, goals, and perspective of anthropology, sociology, and political science.